Ruben, 7 goals through here. What are your thoughts on the way that panned out?
Yeah, not the way we'd have liked to finish our season. Obviously, conceding 4 goals is poor for our standards, but it's been a bit of a trend this season for the club. So it's something we need to rectify moving forward.
Be pleased with the strong start, at least getting the early goal in this game.
Yeah, obviously we started well. That the beautiful service there for the Anzacs, was special, but it obviously keeps the boys standing around for a while. So we kind of went to the extra effort to make sure they were ready and with an extra little warm up, and they started well. But we kind of lost control of the game in that middle period, I felt, which is the first time, for a long time now, for a few weeks, where I felt like we haven't really controlled the game, and made a few changes late and brought a few young guys on and started to wrestle back some momentum, but it was all a bit too little and a bit too late.
You mentioned you brought a couple of young guys. Is that kind of the way that it's going to be in the future now? Those young players are going to be part of the next wave of here at Brisbane Roar?
Oh yeah, for sure. But not necessarily that it just falls to them straight away. There's a process. They need time to develop. They need time to get to the level. But they're also young players that are young assets to the club, and we feel like they're progressing well. Still a lot of work to be done, but we need to produce more of our own.
Going forward, Ruben, obviously dropped into 9th, it'd be hanging for a playoff now for the Australia Cup. Does that will obviously affect the preparations as far as the new season goes?
Yeah, it does. It just changes. Obviously, we have to plan and prepare for both, and it is what it is. We land where we land, and there are many areas we need to improve as a team and as a football club, and we'll start cracking on with that.
And so set for some personnel changes as well. Tom Aldred set to leave, a few others rumoured to leave. Looking at new players to come in, and will that change the style and what you want to play, or is that sort of?
No, it certainly won't change the style that I want to play or that we want to play. We want to look to try and be a team that controls the game and dominates the game. And like I say, tonight probably wasn't our best at that. We had a few boys that were off, but this group is at the end of a very long and crazy season for them, to be honest. And they've stuck together through thick and thin and showed a lot of character and resolve as a group. They could have easily rolled over at 4-1, but that's not this group and it's not this club, and so it was good for us to fight till the end, and plenty of work to be done.
Thomas Waddingham's been rumoured to have attracted attention from a number of big overseas clubs. Have you sort of noticed a change in sort of his approach as far as having this wanted attention?
Not at all. I've said it a few times. He's a fantastic young man, and he's a fantastic young player. And it was on show tonight quite clearly. His skill set. He's very unique. There's not many number 9s like him in the country. He can kind of do everything. He can hold the ball up, link people in mid-third. He's very dynamic in the box. His movement's very subtle but very clever. There's a lot of intricacies to his game, and that interest is warranted because he started the season as a teenager straight out of the NPL with no break and led the line for Brisbane Roar, which at 17 years old at the start of the season and 18 finishing the season is a massive thing to ask of someone that age, especially playing in that position. But for him to come on tonight and make a difference, to be honest, I was a bit pissed off he didn't head his ball down and take his second chance, because that might have been all the difference, and we might be sitting there at 4-4. So, very frustrating, but I'm very proud of Tommy and how he's progressing.
What about Ibuki, mate? The Roar's looking at him. What can you tell us on him? Is he someone you look at? He's a goal-scoring maestro this season.
Yeah, look, Ibuki's been around a long time in the A-League, so most of us know, his exploits and what he's capable of. He's a top person and a top player, but he's one of many strikers that we're looking at, to be honest. And that process is only just getting started.
What would you do with Waddingham if say Ange said, "I want Waddingham to join Tottenham"? Would you let him go?
If Ange rang us and said he wants Tommy Waddingham. It'd be nice to hear from Ange, actually. It'd be good. I don't think it works like that, but he is generating interest from some big teams, and it's warranted. And we know that we've got a very good young player on our hands, and also a very good young person. So we have to be strategic in what we do with Tommy. But my focus, to be honest, as a coach, is just to develop the player, and that's what I've been working on over the last few months. And it's nice to see him, really taking on that information and growing.
You can't keep Tom Aldred.
We can sit down and talk about who we can keep and who we can't keep, but there's a recruitment strategy. We have to be very clever. and we have to make decisions, and all these discussions will happen over the next couple of weeks.
Did this game kind of crystallise what you think needs to happen going forward, the way this game panned out?
Say again?
The way this game panned out, the way in both boxes, it kind of crystallised what you think the team needs to do going forward?
Yeah, like it's been obvious. It's been obvious, all season for the team, and especially in my tenure here. It's we've played some really fantastic football at times. Tonight was a bit patchy, but as a whole, in the time I've been here, we've played some exceptional football, and both boxes has been our letdown. So we need to strengthen in both those areas.